Hi everyone, Sega Superstar here, and today I'll be reviewing the Legend of Zelda Link Figma action figure series. Um, this guy has a lot of poses. I've got him in one of them now, as you can see. So yeah, this guy comes with a lot of accessories, a few accessories. You can change his features, his stances and everything, his pose. You can do different various poses. I'm just going to show you guys the box first. So this is from the Good Smile company, which if you guys can just see there. Another company called Max Factory, and apparently my number is 153. So this is the link from Skyward Sword, as it states there at the bottom. And the actual box art itself is really cool. You can see that there. And on the other side is just like another pose of Link. So yeah, on the back you have different poses as well, I've just stated earlier. You can see here Link thrusting, jumping, raising his sword, standing there normally. And they're the two expressions you can expect to have on the figurine. Now if you want to read this little bit of information down here, guys, feel free to, if you want to pause the video. But there's not much there to read. So anyway, the box inside isn't nothing special, it's just a Skyward Sword and Figma and the usual companies. So that's enough of the box. Let's go for the figurine. Now, as you can see, I've got him in a stance. He has his own base, as you can see there, with Figma written on the bottom of it. And the figure itself is really well detailed and very high quality. As you can see, my design that I've left him here is quite a cool pose. It's not like, it's sort of a unique pose because it's sort of like this one, but not exactly like that. But I probably will end up changing it to that one after I've done this review because that's pretty cool. So anyway, I'll just show you guys in detail what this figurine looks like properly. So as you can see, it's just a normal feature there, facial feature, just normal average feature. You have a really cool shield there, Hyrule. You can move this figurine quite a lot. He has a lot of different ways you can move. There's the Master Sword there. Really cool. Now, obviously this is a collector's item and this is not a toy. If you guys play with this thing, it's going to break. It's very delicate. So you need to be careful if you're thinking about playing it with anything. I wouldn't advise it because this thing cost a lot of money. It is actually now going up to £50 a pop, £45 to £50. I managed to buy mine for I think about 35, maybe 40, I think. So it's still quite expensive. So anyway, before I go into the figurine itself, I have the parts that come with it. As you can see, you have a sort of a slash effect for the sword, which you can put on the sword itself. As you can see there, there's little slots there you can slip the sword through. See them little things there, if you can just focus on that. Anyway, and then you have Link's other facial feature, with him sort of shouting. My phone would be so kind to fucking focus. And you can also change the way his hair is. So this one is a more wavy effect on the hair. And obviously you've got like an assortment of different hands, expressions and everything. So you could do any pose you really want. There's no limit. So yeah. I'm just going to show you a few poses now on the actual figurine itself. So, as you can see here, I've changed his pose and I've added the slash effect on his sword, which is a really nice effect, and I might leave it on there. And I've got him going for sort of like this stance here, if you guys can see properly at the top there. That one in the right hand corner, top right hand corner. Going for that sort of similar one, but it's actually on the other side. So I've moved his shield around, I've put the effect on his sword, I've changed his facial features, and his hair. I've changed his hair. I've moved his hat a little bit to the side. You can move his actual hat. I'll show you that in a second. As you can see, his feet can move quite different directional. There, you can move them different. You've got 3 points you can move it on there. His ankle, his toe, obviously his kneecap and whatnot. And this little feature here helps Link stabilize his actions and different poses, which is actually a cool way of actually posing and styling the way you want him to be. So yeah, thrust there from Link. So so that's what it looks like with everything there. I'm just going to show you guys how he moves now, so I can just show you how well he does move. And yeah. So moving on to the actual part where I can show you how he moves and everything. So his arm itself, his shoulder only moves up and down, so he only does a forward down sort of motion, but his elbow does move up and down also, but his wrists and hand are very flexible, and they can go, as you can see, they're pretty much any way you want. His waist and torso, well actually no, his chest moves around quite well, and oh, there goes stand. Also his hat as well turns 360 all around, so you can have any wind effect whatsoever. His head turns all the way round. I'm not going to show you that. It does turn away around. So his head's a 360 movement, and he can look up and down a little bit. Now obviously, like I said, with his other arms you can move them sort of around, so you can see, you know, you can move different ways, and that you can hold his shield and everything. His shield's pretty well cool, you know, it's like got a holder there and everything. He does quite expand well on the legs. He does move very well on the legs, and you can do pretty much any sort of, like, you can do him flying through the air sort of thing as well. So you've got one there like that. Yeah, his leg goes all the way round, his foot goes up and down, even his toes bend. So that's really cool. So you can pretty much do any pose you want with this character. So yeah. Even his little pouches at the back move to a certain degree, but I wouldn't advise you trying to pull them off. His sword holder does come off, so you can have him without his sword holder. That is a pretty cool feature itself. Put that back on. So yeah, it is a well-made figurine, to be honest with you, and it's quite expensive. Definitely you need to be careful on the ankles and everything, because they're very delicate and you don't want to snap them. So yeah, that's all I'll show you guys now. That's about it, to be honest with you. I do recommend getting him. He's an awesome figurine to have. If you're a big Zelda fan, you know, I definitely 100% recommend you getting this. Yeah, I could show you guys just how it looks. So as you can see here, the way he assembles, you can just pull his hand off and it pops in and out just like that. So with like the selection of hands you've got here, you can pretty much give him any pose you want. So yeah, so that's about this review, guys. Thank you for watching. If there's any questions, feel free to ask, and if you want to rate this video if you like it, give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. If you want to subscribe, that'll be cool. So, and yeah, that's it for this review. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon for another review.